Hello. Hello. Good morning, afternoon, evening. I'm your fiery host, Ember. Thank you, Killer Man. Thank you for joining my membership. Welcome to Kindling. Welcome back, Kindlings. Welcome back to today's stream. I was in the middle of eating my Percy Pig gummy because I forgot I had these. And I wanted a sweet tweet. But welcome back, everybody. How you doing? You like the thumbnail? Why are there two Ebers in the thumbnail? Thank you, Weakest Link. Thank you for 10 millennia together. Hello. 5 a.m. there. Good morning. Are you up early or you just didn't sleep? And Booga. Y'all ever have those Krabby Patty burger gummies? The Krabby Patty burgers? I haven't had them since I was a wee lass, but I wonder how they taste now. I don't remember it being that good. Yeah, but I remember enjoying it layer by layer. And I think I hated the bread parts the most. I swear each color or each layer of the burger gummies had a different flavor. I actually don't think they're Krabby Patties. Yeah, I think they were just burger gummies. Wait, no, there was a Krabby Patty one. There was definitely a Krabby Patty one. The consensus is they're kind of mid. Baptism technique. No, it's a normal way to eat gummies. When you eat a gummy bear, you have to tear it limb by limb. Hello. It's for my deep-rooted anger. My psychological issues. My deep-rooted anger. My childhood trauma. I have to tear apart the gummy bears limb by limb. You know those sour worms? I have to rip them in half. I have to rip them in half. At least I know why exactly. But just because you are self-aware, apparently, that won't fix you. You know the feeling of what's the word for it? You know when you can identify what's wrong with you, but then just because you can identify what's wrong with you doesn't mean that you have the answers or the solution, or you cannot prevent your body from responding the way it does to any sort of anxiousness or trauma. Knowing is a start. I'm metagaming my metacognition. What do you mean, like any god, you are compelled to torture those that love you the most? People have different theories on what gods should be like or what they tend to do. Or maybe they're like the most true neutral beings, right? But if I were a god, kittens. Kittens everywhere. Kittens anywhere and everywhere. Cat distribution system in full force, even if you're allergic to cats. Knowing is half the battle, says G.I. Joe. True? True? Am I having fun yapping? Charlie, I just began. I just began. By the way, Dal, I don't want to have to warn you again, but you need to stop randomly bringing up other streamers, even if they are a part of FaceConnect. It derails my already ADHD brain. Unless I bring them up first. If I bring them up first, then feel free to go crazy. Go stupid. Go crazy. Cure cat allergies through forced exposure. I believe you can actually build some immunity. I've seen people build allergy immunity. Have I thought about making a sourdough cat loaf yet? I wanted to get good enough with it to where I could blend my sourdough starter with Sheena's and then make a sad bee loaf. But right now, it's very unpredictable how the loaf is gonna turn out or how much it's gonna spread and whatnot. But so far, I think I am like pretty decent at sourdough now. I might even say I might be pretty good at making sourdough now. It is such a testy bread. Thank you, Onyx, for 23 millenniums. Thank you. Happy to have you here, Burgerling. The last sourdough looked real yummy. Yeah, I got a video of it. I realized I had Ariana Grande type sleeves, but thankfully nobody commented on it. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know the lyrics to that song. What are the lyrics of that song? But you know what? It's the Ariana Grande song. Emberandia latte. That sounds like a millennial coffee shop drink nightmare. It's how we know it's you. Okay, if I ever get replaced by AI or a paid actor, will you guys know? Will you guys be able to tell it's me or not? What are the signs? You feel touched by what I sing? Oh yeah, I did touch you, all right. You haven't done taxes yet. Is it over? No, you have until April, I think. My taxes, I tried to send them in and they said I failed. How can I fail my taxes? Anyways, the bill keeps getting higher and higher for my taxes. Perfect lyric memory. Oh, yo, you flatter me, Jinkle. The AI wouldn't go on random tangents like you. You can tell the AI to behave like that, though. You can program it. You can train it. The machine learning to do that. Thank you, Calamari. Thank you for 16 millennias. Oh, in other news, there's a good chance I have... There's a very, very good chance. I'm waiting on the response, but there's a good chance I have another job lined up. Exciting, but I think... I don't know if I'll have to move for it, but a new job is a new job, and so that's exciting. I don't want to say too much yet until I have it, but we will see maybe in the upcoming couple of weeks or however. But yeah, good luck to anyone in the job race trying to find a new job. I might have to move for it or relocate for it. We'll see. But yeah, I'm very excited. Thank you, Popcorn Man, for 18 millennias. Eber Yaps for the drive home. Thank you, Calamari, for 16 millennias. And drive safe, okay? Drive safe. Congrats. I'm not quitting this job. I was looking at just like a more stable job so that this can be more of, you know, because this isn't quite stable, but this is fun. Very fun, full of love and joy. And if I keep it as a hobby, I think I'll be even happier. So we'll see. I think training might last for a little bit. I'm waiting on more updates and information, but I'm crossing my fingers. I'm like 85% sure though. 90% sure. You got hired full-time. Well, congrats. I'm really proud of you. Will it affect streaming too much? I don't believe so. I might have to relocate. But it deals with... okay. What? We'll see. We'll keep it at that. Crossing my fingers. You have to take a dumb AI-managed interview? What do you mean a robot's interviewing you? But yeah, I want this to be my main job, but I have to be... you know... I gotta be realistic. Yeah, I'm not gonna job dox myself yet. But it combines a couple of my skill sets, so I'm excited to be using some of my older skill sets, making some modules and stuff like that. So yet there's always a chance. I have a feeling once PhaseCon stuff is over, we can put more time into streaming and all of that. I hope. Ideally, I would like to stay in the same state. But if I have to relocate, so be it. Healthcare and money-ish money, you know? I want to be able to save and all that. Gotta put that wagey art to use, that education to use. Ironwork manufacturing, that would be cool. I do know how to weld. I took a whole semester of welding. Have I thought about traveling and working overseas one day? Nope, I've never like looked into that. Sounds interesting, but I feel like I would get homesick for you know, Phaseland quite a bit. Phase America. You have to do a video interview with the AI thing that parses your response. It's insane! What? So this is our future. Ah! She's opening a cat cafe. The dream. I don't know why, but I feel like I'd be unlucky enough to develop allergies, though. Opening a cat cafe. Thank you, Wolfie, for 32 millennials. I think I said that? No, I don't remember. I might have read it in my mind. Maybe I already said it. I don't know. I didn't take my meds today. I hope it's not obvious. Don't gaps in resumes make for difficulty getting hired, or do you know a cheat code? I'm pretty confident in my portfolio. Sure, some of my skills may be a little bit rusty, but I think my portfolio is so strong that I initially had that concern. But honestly, confidence helps a lot too. I'm of the belief that I interview very well too. That's why I'm a personality hire. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Honestly, interviews are just a matter of melding your personality with what they want to hear. You can literally train yourself for pretty much any job, any interview. Just run yourself through the tried and true methods. You're basically just loading up premeditated responses. Pew, 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 pew. I wish. I would love like a simple... Like imagine working at a donut store at 3 o'clock in the morning making donuts, and then I'll leave before people start rolling in. But yeah, I'm excited. Hopefully, you know, our time management will be good. Thank you so much. Thank you for the 10 doubloonies. Thank you so much. I feel like right now I'm just inundated with all the PhaseCon stuff. Trying not to stress out too much over it. Lots of dance stuff. The dance part is fun. The logistic stuff is not fun. But that's mainly on, you know, staff to deal with. But whether it gets dealt with or not, then, you know, it still has to go through the talents too. If something falls through, it also means that we have to adjust. Ah! Blah, 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 blah. Thank you for 4 millennia together. I don't know why, but I thought your photo was a Bulbasaur for some reason. It must have been the green of the membership things. It says here on your resume you were an anime girl, and I'll be like, yes. I was an anime girl for the last blah 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 years. I digital marketed the concept of girl plus anime. Would you like to see my domain expansion? When you put red and blue together, it makes purple. When you put blue and red together, it makes purple. Purple! Hello, purple! Anyways, I sold woman. Just kidding. Thank you, Wilson. Happy 16 millennia. I'm sure you'll be fine, Ever. Just think about all the sourdough you've made and your starter. Exactly. Bread lasso is stronger than ever, and my sourdough looks better and better with every passing loaf. I've seen stories of people having loaves that fail after like 100 tries, and I'm like, dang, imagine the cost of that. In this economy, I was the concept of an anime girl for the last few years. Bum, bum, bum. The scary feeling of getting another job is real. Like, you'll have less time to procrastinate. I think it could be good, but yeah, it is a bit scary. But stability is more than nice. And I realized with streaming, it was something that when it becomes a job, I feel like the lows are really low and the highs are really high. But if streaming becomes more of like, you know, I do it because I love it, then I think maybe the lows won't be as low. And maybe the highs will be just as high. But yeah, but because it's so like unstable, it kind of hurts to see things fluctuate so badly, or like feel like, you know, you don't have control over certain things. Am I a control freak? Only a little bit. Thank you, Ferrari Kid, for the tea berries. Howdy! I am having a great day. How are you? What is your photo? Does that kind of look like Saitama? Oh, punch! Yeah, like if it feels a bit more like a hobby, I think I might enjoy it again. Because right now, sometimes there's things where I'm like, I should be excited for it, but I can't find the spark for it anymore. Why do I feel... Wait, that might be... depresso. Well, it could be a multitude of things. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, right? I'd rather have like a set income each month, but it's like wild fluctuations, because there would be a month where I'm like, okay, we didn't do too bad. And then there'll be a month where it's like, oh my gosh, girl, get up. Girl. A dopamine burnout? Is that possible for me? A portrait of yourself that Urika drew. Wait, that's wonderful. I feel like if you're good at a certain creative category, like instruments, you're probably good at... Probably a natural at other, you know, creative categories. Thank you, Zoda. You're so sweet. Thank you, happy 22 millennials. Imagine the cost of failing 100 sourdoughs. You know what's not expensive? Pot of greed! For the cheap price of free, you get to summon and draw 3. That's not what that does. That's not what it does. That's not what it does. ADHD and low dopamine are linked? What, really? You know, I always thought that ADHD was just like a hee ha ha, like small little... Oh, you know, you just get distracted. But then they put terms like neurodivergent, and now you and then you feel a little like neurodivergent. What a big word to say that my brain experiences things differently. What do you mean neurodivergent? I summon Pot of Greed. I summon Pot of Greed. In attack mode? Wait, no. To draw 3 cards. Not if you're Seto Kaiba. Yeah, well, in the first episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! I forget how quickly things escalate, but Seto Kaiba basically blackmails, kidnaps somebody's grandfather, and just goes on like a rich boy power trip. Where did the I have ADHD banner go? Look above me. Look above me. You can't just summon Pot of Greed whenever a minor inconvenience comes up. Sorry, what was that? Sorry, what was that? Did you say something? I didn't quite catch that because I summoned Pot of Greed to draw 3 cards. I did see the guy who accidentally cut his super fancy $20,000 Yu-Gi-Oh card. Brother, what are you doing? Brother, how did you do that? Why are you opening your packs with scissors? That's not even satisfying. Thank you, Frog. Thank you for 22 millennials. I can't hear you over the sound of the cards I'm drawing. Okay, chat. I saw something recently where it was like I'll teach you how to do an Australian accent, okay? Are you ready? Are you ready? I'm gonna make a big chat. I want you to read this out loud. I want you to read this out loud. And tell me how Australian are you feeling? Just let it sink in. Have you been to Spice lately? You are now a kangaroo. You feel yucky. You are now Australian. Narwhal. Nar. Nar, are you feeling it, chat? The Kiwi accent is coming for you. Nar. No flies off due to no gravity. Thank you, Ferrari Kid. Thank you for the 5 berries. Deep thinking for a second. In some alt universe, the legendary Pokemon card known as Bill is that universe's Pot of Greed meme. Oh my god, I remember this card. I hated getting it whenever I would open my packs and it'd be like, Bill, draw 2 cards, draw 2 cards, draw 2 cards. I'm tired of you, Bill. You and that smug, thin-lipped smile. You have no lips, Bill. You have no lips. This is hurting your brain. When you get to fight kangaroos, I heard that if you give it a big old sucker punch, the kangaroo will assume that you're more powerful than it. Or maybe you have to... Yeah, I think you just have to punch a kangaroo extremely hard. By the way, Chuck Norris died. But by the way, chat, Chuck Norris died. Just wanted to put that out there. That's just where my brain immediately went to. R.I.P. Texas Ranger. Thinks your day is ruined? You just got sick of living, you know? Just got sick of living. '86 is a good run. What's the average lifespan? Well, it's 79. Wait, chat, I only have so many years left. Wait, I only have so many years left. Chat, how many years do you guys have left? How many years are you gonna beat the average life expectancy? I only have 2 years left. I might be gone by this time tomorrow. Oh, apparently women live longer, actually. Apparently, men live less long than women. Looks like I need to live fast, die harder. Oh my god, that Yaru cover! I completely... My freaking... Oh my god, my ADHD brain. They were like, is everyone okay with this premiere time? And I was like, yeah! Come... And I wrote it in my calendar. And then I put it down in my schedule. And then I was... How old was that cover? I think I recorded it like last year. But... I was like, yeah, this premiere time works! And then the day comes, and I forget. And now I feel like I can't, like I've forgotten for too long. It's embarrassing if I don't know. Brother, I forgot. I forgot. I'll tell you now, we have an upcoming Invaders thing. We recorded last year for it, but we didn't like the first rendition of it because we kept messing up and we sent like the wrong stuff. So then we re-recorded it, and it was only a couple months ago that all the re-recordings came in for it. So for Invaderversary, you're gonna see something that was started like over a year ago. It's our Gaddy's Mind cover. Yeah, miniskirt. I'm a big Shima queen. You know that song? I like Hime's part. Hate ni sawagi na. Yep. Where Hime goes, my pussy tight, pussy fresh, pussy... Actually, you know it's really catchy when Clara goes, bitch. No, I think it's very fitting. Like, I don't fully get it, but yeah. Her pussy tight. Her pussy pretty. Her pussy fresh. Putties? Putties over there? Yeah, miniskirt. Tokyo no bad girl stance. Yeah. もしもし、警察です。What's the word mean? My mom told me it's cat. Which one? Pussy? It's what you should use when you call a cat over. Say, here, pussy. Here, pussy. And then be like, you're so pretty pussy. What a cute, what? And if you see someone's cat, you should be like, what a cute pussy cat you have. What a cute pussy cat. That's a very cute pussy cat. I think I like somewhat vaguely remember my lines for it. Dun dun dun, tsuki no koto matsume ni yaru. Ando kuratte mo mata tachiyagaru. Respect? Ataraku yaru? Something? TikTok jidai wa tiragusukuru. I do remember the surprising amount of it, actually. You stick to saying kitty? You should say, hey, pretty kitty. Hey, pretty kitty. That's so pretty. Hey, kitty, pretty kitty that likes to be pretty. Pretty kitty. Kitty, pretty pussy. Pretty pussy. A nice pussy you have there. Hey, kitty. a pretty cat. Where is that from? Is that the bald guy? A pretty cat. Can I have Kim's burger? Huh? Why you okay so chunky? 가져보겠수. Happy birthday. Oh, it's Tweety Bird. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Tweety Bird. 가져가수. Happy birthday to you. And big pussy too. I think I'm hyper fixated on this word. Can somebody fix me? By the way, so this Friday, we're gonna make sakana spaghetti. And I didn't realize how bad the recipe was until I Googled it to find the recipe, and I realized, oh, that sounds disgusting. Like, I thought it was gonna be a relatively normal spaghetti and that maybe there's just some weird stuff that he adds to it. But, if you're not aware of what's in the recipe, I'm gonna show you. Open your eyes and view this monstrosity. He calls it a secret pasta sauce. Listen, it's not so secret if you're sharing it with everybody, but I think it should have remained a secret. It should have remained a secret. 2 eggs scrambled. Okay. 8 pieces of green onion. Half a pack. What the hell does this mean? Half a pack of $4.99 ground beef. That either gets you a full pound of ground beef somewhere or it gets you a half pound of ground beef somewhere. This recipe was in 2022. July 6, 2022. Who washes ground beef? Do I have to wash the ground beef for it? 1 whole bottle of ketchup, a 14-ounce bottle of ketchup, a bit of soy sauce, and a bit of sugar. Some of this makes sense. Some of this other stuff, it sounds like he made... It's not actually spaghetti. It sounds like he decided to make freaking Chinese tomato eggs. This sounds super Chinese. The Chinese tomato egg stir fry, except there's no legit tomato in this. I'm not gonna lie, Chinese tomato egg stir fry is pretty good, but this is extra Chinese. Napolitan spaghetti. Ketchup-based sauce with onions, green peppers, mushroom, and sausage. What if I make it and it actually turns out well? What if it's actually good? What if this is just a testament to the chef's skill itself? Am I gonna alter the recipe? I'm gonna make it as is, and then we're gonna see if it's terrible or decent enough, and we're gonna see if it can be fixed. Cause what kind of schlop? How do you determine a cow is washed? I don't know how. Bald. What does that mean? Thank you, Silver. That's not spaghetti. That's a bioweapon. Or are my alerts still off? Or are they on? Are my alerts on? Thank you for the 5 doubloonies. Wait, where did I put my alerts? Where? Okay, they're on. They're on. I hope you'll be there for my cooking, my sakana spaghetti stream. I feel like washing the meat is where it all starts to go wrong. Do I have to wash the ground beef? I feel like that sounds like a biohazard mess. Ketchup in spaghetti is understandable, but making it the entire base of your sauce is something else. Sugar is also a very cheap, quick way to cut the acidity of your spaghetti. However, a more natural flavoring is just throwing a carrot into your sauce when you're boiling your spaghetti and then taking it out. I guess soy sauce would be like the umami ingredient. Personally, sometimes I add a hit of fish sauce in my spaghetti. It's like the equivalent of putting a bit of like anchovy. Also, why add sugar if ketchup has sugar? Exactly! This whole thing sounds like a sugary nightmare. I think that's my main issue. It sounds like so much sugar. Oh, I recently made a lemon pasta. That was so freaking good. It's basically a like lemon butter emulsion pasta sauce. And the ingredients are just pretty much like garlic and lemon and butter. Very, very good. Sometimes simple is best. Yeah, it's like the secret of like adding dark chocolate to your curry. There's just a complexity that, you know, it doesn't, your curry won't taste like chocolate. But adding some dark chocolate to your curry makes this like really interesting roundness to the flavor of the curry. Yeah, it's disgusting and unsanitary. I'm sorry, but I cannot wash the beef. Who washes their beef? Why can't you cooking stream good cooking? Why must you stream this monstrosity? Engineer. Come on, you're an engineer. You have to understand. You have to understand. I was thinking of making lemon bars, actually. Speaking of lemon pastries.
$20. If anyone can fix Sakona's culinary abomination, it's you, Fire Girl. I most likely won't be able to catch tomorrow's stream, so I'll wish you luck now.
Sourdough! We will miss you. I hope you'll be able to catch it. Thank you so much for the 20 doubloonies. I zested 2 whole lemons for my lemon pasta. I wonder how much I've never made lemon bars before, so I gotta pick a recipe that I think would be good. Let's see. I think lemon bars would be great. But I've noticed that with all lemon bars, they all tend to have that kind of when you're baking them, the top has that kind of lightly, like that lighter colored lemon crust to it. But I guess that's normal as like the sugars bake and stuff like that. But yeah, I think, I don't know. I'm assuming graham cracker crust are superior, but I might try with just shortbread crust. We'll see. Keeping it simple. Congo bars. Does Kevin even make meatloaf? What the? Does Sakuna even cook? This is all I'm aware of him cooking. This spaghetti specifically. I had eaten with Sakuna like the last time we had a dinner. And there is one dish that I think nobody else liked, but I liked it. And he seemed very pleased that I liked it. But to be fair, I can understand why no one else would like this dish. First off, disclaimer. I'm gonna show a picture. If you are not a brave eater and the sound of chicken feet scares you, please look away. Tomistica, thank you so much for the 10 berries. Love you and wish you the best. Thank you. I give you all my good, well no, not all of my good energy. Like 10% of my good energy. I gotta keep the rest. I gotta keep my luck up for now. Okay, so I like chicken feet. But this was the first time I had it it was like it was cold and full of collagen and gelatinous. It was cold. It was like a chicken feet salad. Yeah. Am I Chinese? Well, I'm in a very Chinese time of my life, apparently. I like it when it's like hot and steamed in like the sauce and stuff, but this was good. I liked it. But it brings me back to, I wonder if Sakuna's taste buds are questionable because what is this? What is this spaghetti recipe? What is some soy sauce? What is some sugar? What is some? A smidgen? A pinch? A dash? Chickens spend their entire life stepping on chicken droppings with those, so no thanks. Yeah, well, people be shitting and pitching. Don't you eat chicken nuggets? Don't you eat chicken nuggets? Do you know where your food comes from? Where was I going with a shitting and pissing comment? Rubs hands together. Did I get sick after eating that? No. I rarely get food poisoning. But when I do, it's kind of bad. It sounds like you don't wash them feet. People wash ingredients before cooking, no? No, apparently not this dude. Not this guy. Oddly enough, I'm squeamish towards certain things. Like, you know when you fry a whole fish and you have the fish eyeball staring at you? Some people will fight for the eyeball part. Not me. You can have it. I'll like pretend to goad someone on and be like, oh my gosh, have you ever had a fish eyeball? Do you want to try it? Wonder what that's like. And me? I'm squeamish. I'm actually a giant... I'm a giant pussy. So, to that, I just watch them eat it, and then I'm like, can you tell me about it? Can you describe the texture? What is it like? What does it taste like? Because I've totally had it before. Can you tell me about it? I tried like a small lick of it, and it was squishy, so I was like, maybe next time. Oh no, but the fish head is the best part. That's where you get the fish cheek. Like the cheek meat, where it's extra juicy and stuff. But yeah, back to lemon bars. I don't like the super duper tart ones. Yum 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 yum. Although, I think probably using granulated sugar would be preferable over powdered sugar because the crust on powdered sugar of a lemon bar probably causes it to have like a softer, doughier crust because powdered sugar contains cornstarch. So I think having a crisper crust using granulated sugar may be better. Now I'm thinking about lemon curds. Anyways, I need to stop hyperfixating on lemon bars. Lemon bars. Lemon bars. How much bread I need to kidnap you? Bread? You cannot kidnap me with bread. I can make my own bread. I can't stand the lemon chicken feet slander. What do you mean lemon chicken feet slander? That's not raw chicken feet. It's fully cooked and chilled in the fridge. I did not eat raw chicken feet. Who says that? Who said that? Thank you for the 10 berries. However, I did eat a Hans. I ate a Hans. I ate Hans sashimi. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. I liked it. I would go to Japan and eat it again. Speaking of Japan, I'm leaving in a week. So yeah, we have a week of crunch time before I implode into space dust. You miss me? Say you'll miss me. I don't even know if I was supposed to tell you guys that, but I'm leaving in a week. Because I mean, like, what am I gonna say? Oh, sorry, my tummy hurt for 1 whole week. Say psych right now. Okay. Pizza with the gummy bears? That was disgusting. I guess I would do it again. Thank you for the 50 sec berries. No, my job's not in Japan. We'll see if I have to relocate. Basically, we're doing idle training. Just kidding. Idle training has been going on. But it all comes to a peak in a week. What are you supposed to do while I'm gone? Find the One Piece? Find the One Piece? If this is because of PhaseCon, I'm gonna hire an Etsy witch to curse the convention venue. Yeah, well, I asked Netanyahu, and clearly we know how that went. I might have been the cause of... So, yeah, maybe our next bet is Etsy witch. Because, listen, I'm assuming if it goes well this year, there's gonna be another year of it. Another year of it? And what? Another year beyond that one? And another? Don't even get me started. Don't even get me started. No. No. It may seem fun and stuff, but the logistical nightmare that's happening is driving me crazy. And then I keep getting added as if I'm like the lead of something, and I'm like, I'm literally not even the person doing this. That's actually not my project at all. I don't know why you're adding me over this. Are you not staff? Anyways, it's driving me crazy. But maybe it just seems like I have authority over it because... just because of my prior experience in said thing. I don't know. Thank you, Head Engineer. Thank you for the 5 berries. Is this where we find out you're filming a recreation of Legends of the Hidden Temple? I wish! What if we had... oh my god. Pick the last thing you'd ever want to see as a live action and put us in there. Put us in there. It'd be a different story if it was Wish stuff. But... I can't say anything more. But it's like I'm on a different island from Wish. I'm gonna miss them. Actually, maybe we will get to spend time together. I'm being dramatic. Why live action make it animated? Like shitty animation or good animation? Rugrats live action? Actual babies? Actual babies? Finish PhaseCon 2026 so that on 6/15 you can prepare for PhaseCon 2027. You're gonna be my 13th reason, Conmody. I'm divided because there's a part of me that wants everyone to have a really good time because I love you guys. And I want to spread joy and whimsy. And then the other part of me that's like, huh. For the amount of time and effort that all of this is requiring, will it be worth it? Maybe I'm being pessimistic. Perhaps if I just send a message out into the world of Etsy witches, maybe my wish will be fulfilled. And then there's another part of me that's like, kumbaya, kumbaya. And then there's another part of me that's like, I hope PhaseCon goes off still, but not before we have a ball pit accident. But I also hope it's not one of my viewers. Definitely not a kindling. But I also hope a kindling is there to record it. WWE SmackDown! World Star! You know what I mean? And then I hope there's like a huge lawsuit. But not on any of us. I think for us to reach outside the VTuber bubble, we need a ball pit accident to happen. Like, I unironically think we need someone to sprain their ankle or like blow their back out. Wait, no, that sounds wrong. And yeah, blow their back out in the ball pit. Did I see? Thank you, Crow, for 3 millennia. Speaking of babies, did you see that vid on Zitter of childless woman purchasing realistic toddler dolls? No. No. What? If we can't find a problem, we'll make a problem. Mamba mentality, baby. I have no idea what that means. But I just recently found out there's a white mamba and a black mamba. Why a mamba? Is that the most powerful snake? Most powerful snake. It's an anaconda! What does Mamba mentality mean? Relentless, lifelong commitment to being the best version of oneself. But the most powerful snake is an anaconda! Does the Mamba even win in any category? Mambo number 5? Why is called Black Mamba? Obviously black because he's black. Inspired by the deadly snake in Kill Bill, he used the name to represent speed, agility, and lethal competitiveness. Most venomous snake. The inland taipan is the world's most venomous snake. In what category does the Mamba snake win? Will the Mamba snake win MVP this year? It is considered one of the fastest, not the most toxic venom on paper. Oh. It is the longest venomous snake on the African continent. It's the deadliest snake in Africa. In Africa, it was cited that deadliest snake in America is the tiger rattlesnake. Anyways, I should be called, oh my god, Ember tiger rattle. Oh, speaking of cotton, because you mentioned cottonmouth, I was just watching a video on cotton being picked the other day. And like, in the video, it made cotton picking look so fluffy and fun. But actually, cotton picking is full of like the fluff. The stuff around the fluff itself is very sharp. And so, as you're handling the cotton, the little like, the whole of the plant and stuff, it's like little needles or knives. So it cuts your fingers as you're picking it. And then, you know, you're forced to do it for hours on end. So you get like back pain and all of this. But like watching the video, for a split moment before reality set in, I wanted to pick cotton. I wanted to experience picking cotton because it looked so fluffy and easy. But the reality of cotton is it's full of sharp stuff and it's really dry. And it will pretty much dry up your hands and cause your fingers to bleed and poke at you. Maybe I just yearn to be a farmer. Use chopsticks? Hold up, you might be cooking. But that's not as fast unless you're super dexterous with your chopsticks. Gloves. Yeah, well, the cotton pickers chose not to wear gloves because they needed to maximize their speed. You needed the dexterity of non-gloved hands. I don't know if I could be a good farmer. I think I would kill everything that I touch. I amaze you sometimes? Why? Want to go back out to the field? I've never been to the field. I would burn. I already look, you know, a little green sometimes. Maybe I would get a tan. A spare straw hat for me? One Piece! I would probably cause a crop fire, but controlled fires are good for the environment. Except my fire would be out of control. Controlled fires! Or I guess, you know what's... They call them, like, prescribed fires, too. Isn't that a funny word for it? They're good for the environment. It reduces wildfire chances. Except I'm the one causing the wildfire. Ah, don't you? Thank you for the 2 berries. They burn so much when you're in Vietnam. Is that what VN stands for? Or do you mean visual novel? Were you isekai'd into a visual novel? You know where they don't do that? California. Oh my god, what if my job makes me relocate to California? Isn't gas, like, very expensive there? I'll survive? It just seems really expensive. Salary should be much higher there, but I don't know if it offsets the living. California is ... nice. Well, I'm sure the beach is nice to some extent. You'll be able to have fantastic Mexican food? I don't know. Yeehaw Town has a lot of good Mexican food. Sometimes I wonder if the disdain for living in California comes from the people actually living in there, or from people who have never lived in California. You ever wonder what happened to people liking French food? Do you mean ratatouille? Thank you, Wolfie. Long time no see, young miss. Long time no see, Wolfie. Thank you for the 5 berries. I can't tell if, like, people genuinely hate it there and want to leave. Or maybe you're rich enough to enjoy it there. Or maybe it's all a grift. I don't know. I feel like we're just hon baguetting LARPing. What's up, hashtag Epic Gamers? What is going on? Why are you typing like that? Where is your mother? It's definitely one of those cities, like, You gotta be rich enough to enjoy it. What if I end up on the East Coast? Honestly, I hope I just stay right here. Right here. One of the only states that have more people leave than move there. One of the only... I mean, there's multiple states like that. Thought it was a grift, but even the normies are talking about it. Grifts never get that far. They definitely get that far. It's just the right amount of grift if you start hearing normies talking about it. Hashtag epic gamers. Sad. Why does it matter? East Coast is fine, says the East Coast. I don't know. At this rate, I'm gonna end up in Flint, Michigan. God save me. Would y'all still like me if I had yellow teeth? Massachusetts is the most expensive? Wait, I thought they fixed their water problem recently. Oh my god, I have to knock on wood. What if I do end up in Flint, Michigan? Oh my god. Unironically, that was... I think I saw it as like one of the potential locations and I was like, How about... How about no? How about... No? I like joked about it too much. I'm gonna end up there. End up in Illinois. Oh gosh. You know what? Ideally, you put me on a mountain so the fire starter can make steaming hot trails as she goes snowboarding. Or you send me to Brazil, I guess. I'm gonna come back with... What's in Illinois? Listen, I want eventually to have enough land so I can have chickens. I want chickens. Does anyone have chickens? Sending me to China to what? Meet Winnie the Pooh? I always liked Eeyore more. Piglet was kind of cute too. Pet chickens? Oh my gosh, I want chickens. I want one of the silky chickens. What do you mean? What's happening to my social credit? No! Minus 1 million social credit, 9,000. They're loud? Do chickens have to cluck? I would love to engineer a, astronaut-like space tube over the head of a chicken to prevent it from clucking. We must soundproof these. You open your mouth, but not a single cluck comes out. That's animal abuse. Chickens... Do they have to cluck? Can they be mute? A chicken that cannot cluck is likely suffering from a serious underlying health issue, as vocalization is a core daily behavior. Inability to cluck, accompanied by a silent beak movement, is a symptom of stress or a respiratory infection. Roosters will attack you when you go in to feed them. I'm kind of a weenie. I might be... Wait. So people who have chickens, roosters and stuff, how do you deal with your chickens being aggressive? What are you supposed to do? What? You give him a kick? I imagine it would kind of hurt a lot. I would imagine. You fight them in the arena, you assert your dominance. You shove them out of the way. What do you mean you kill the aggro? What do you mean kill? You got pecked by a chicken once, so you killed it and ate it. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. You didn't need it? What about the eggs? What about the eggs? The eggs! You boxed the rooster a little. I'm believing y'all. Oh, Gato, you wanna come up here? Come here. Come here. Come here. Come on, little Chungus. Come here. Come here. Okay, you just want to chill there. Did you guys hear that? Did y'all hear that? El gato. El gato. Oh, dang it. You didn't hear it? Okay. I kind of want to start cooking on the stream and stuff more. So after sucking a spaghetti, I have a list of different things I want to try. But what interests you guys? Okay, I'm gonna try. There's salt bread. You would like to watch me make salt bread. We can make cream stew. Hell no, I'm not making pho. That takes forever. There's cookies. We could make bum 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 bum. Try to think. What else? Nitya! Hello! Hello, Niti. Welcome. Welcome, Raiders. Welcome, Croc Raiders. Dadgum Gator Raiders. Welcome on in. I'm Ember. And this is my swamp. My bad. Croc Raid, be afraid. I hope you had a wonderful stream. Nice croc, bro. I'm convinced the more I say croc, I can eventually roll my R's. But what's up, everybody? Thank you, Weevil. Good to see you again. Thank you for joining my membership. We are just hanging out today. We're yapping away. The yap is in full force. I was just man, we've gone on like a million tangents. What was I just talking about? I was just talking about stuff I wanted to cook, because this week we're going to try to make Sakuna's cursed spaghetti recipe. We're going to try to make his cursed spaghetti recipe. Then chat said, Ember, you have the ability to do cooking streams, and yet, why are you cooking this monstrosity? We're gonna see if it tastes good. And we're gonna see if it's worth it. He just responded to me. Okay, my boss says... I said, what does 8 pieces of green onion even mean? Who the hell eats only 8 pieces of green onion in their entire spaghetti? Why is green onion in spaghetti? He says, don't question, just do. And then my response to this is... This is so Chinese. Delete, 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 delete. I don't want to rinse the ground beef. Look at the recipe. Where did the recipe go? I just had it. Where did it go? Where did I just put it? Nope, wrong one. Nope. 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 Anyways, I lost it somewhere. Look at this one though. I do recall this. It's me dragging the Dizzler. We must follow all steps or it isn't his recipe. Boy! You expect me to wash my ground beef? I'm strong if I can drag the Dizzler. I'm not as strong as I used to be. We have not been very consistent. We've been dancing rather than gymming. But that will change! That's what the recipe calls for. You guys are sick! Who washes their ground beef? I'm not convinced he meant literally wash the ground beef. I chose to believe Sakin is slightly more competent and meant drain the cooked ground beef. No, there's literally a stream. I'm pretty sure this might be a weird memory lapse or something. Another timeline. But I swear, he meant washing it. He clarified that he washes it underwater. And what he doesn't understand is by doing that, you are contaminating more of your kitchen. Sheena washed it and he backseated it. Ugh! With soap? With soap? You wash your beef with soap, right? Washing your beef builds character. What character? Winnie the Pooh? You know, I have an iron stomach. I might just eat it and be like, it's okay. But on the chance that it's actually just all right, chat, do you think it'd be better that I pretend that I'm being, you know, axe murdered instead? Is that what we have to do? My social credit score. Be candid. If I eat it, you're gonna have to denounce me. I'm gonna force you to think about me then. Should I pretend that it tastes amazing? Wow. You know, despite his lack of experience, I didn't know that his culinary expertise of ketchup, a whole bottle of ketchup with noodles and soggy beef is the way to go. That's some real primal hunger. My cousin, she was like, she mentioned how her friend had brought a bunch of eggs, okay, on the plane. And started peeling, like they were not pre-peeled eggs. She boiled a bunch of eggs, brought it on the plane, and started peeling said eggs. And I'm on board. I'm like, that's insane. That probably smells terrible on a plane, right? And at some point, my cousin goes, yeah, who the hell just eats like 4 eggs? 4 boiled eggs straight up. And I just look at her. And I didn't have the heart to tell her, me? Me? I'm on that primal hunger type shit. Sorry, language. I'm just 4. Make it 6. Make it 6. Not the 7 eggs. Who brings eggs on the plane? Exactly. 6 or 7? 6 or 7? Roku Nana? Six seven, smash that like and subscribe button. Roku Nana. What's up, YouTube? My name's Ember. Welcome to my channel. Get ready to smash that like and subscribe button. Leave a comment if you haven't already. Bring that engagement up. Did you know that only 20% of y'all are subscribed to my channel? And that analytic crazy? I'm gonna kill myself. Hashtag epic gamers. Hashtag epic gamers. I love you, baby. No, guys, don't leave. Please don't leave. guys, please. Can you have Subway surfers in the corner? I'm not stimulating enough. I actually have a folder full of Subway surfer images. The moving kind. It's fine. I hit the like button because you asked. You rock. Frog in a crown. You rock. Yo, what's up, Ember? Did someone say ketchup? How about pickle ketchup? You heard it here, folks. Pickle flavor ketchup. Wild and wacky. What does that mean? What did I just summon? I'm unsubbing. I'm dead. You've killed me. Are you happy? How does it feel having my blood on your hands? I'm dead. Minasake arigato. Sorry. I'm so freaking... I did not take my ADHD meds today. I'm so sorry. I can feel my brain running away from me. I'm in a constant state of stimming. Oh my god. Minasaki arigato. Kawaii. Kawaii. I just thought it was too late today. By the time I remembered to take the meds, it was like 2 p.m. and then I would be stuck up all night thinking about you, girl. There's something about you, girl. Did I mention I can sing? I'm gonna sing you a song. There's something about you, girl. I just make my head wanna twirl. Oh, you got me wanting to tell them other girls nothing better on this world. Tell my boy I should you fish. You're the one I really need to boo. You saw the City Pop song? Wait, is my voice good? Not fully. You're right. I'm getting too excitable today. Ooh, yeah, ooh, yeah, ooh. Ooh, yeah, ooh, yeah, ooh. So anyways, I had a weird midlife crisis where I was looking at DJ equipment because I guess my next venture and weird hyperfixation after Sourdough might be becoming a VTuber DJ. We'll see how that goes. I'm having a midlife crisis. Oh, Leshy, thank you so much for the 10 berries. Have you ever considered a Christmas cake only cover of Stacy's mom? And the Christmas cakes being... Who are you considering a Christmas cake? I'm a very young girl. I'm a very young girl. Did you say bro same? No way. What am I gonna see you doing a freaking house set in the middle of a random yee-yee-ah coffee shop? Is that where our midlife crisis DJ careers are headed? DJ Ember in the house. Kitten Capone, drop the beat. Meow, 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 meow. That's gonna be my tag. Christmas cake. How old is a Christmas cake supposed to be? definitely not the first VTuber DJ, but I am the first Ember. I'm the first Ember Money. Ember, can you do the dubstep wub wub? Yeah, man, I can beatbox. Kyono Ebiroji-san, thank you so much for the 5 millennials. Boots and cats and boots and cats. Wub 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 wub. Wub 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 wub. Air horns! Why do beatboxers be having the craziest taglines? It'll be like, I like churned butter. I could get my vuvuzuela in this. Where my vuvuzuela at? Did I have my vuvuzuela? Where is my vuvuzuela? Gosh darn it. Oh, I do have my vuvuzuela right here. DJ Kazoober in the house. Can I play a kazoo through my nose? Not quite. I don't have elephant-sized nostrils. I'm not... Don't make that joke. I remember! The moment is now! It is your time to shine! If I speak... if I speak... Or if I sniff it. Oh no, my petite, small, tight nose. Oh no, my auspicious nose. Where's my ukulele? I'm gonna grab it. Prices like the ones we used to. Hello. Can you even hear it? Could you even hear it? Really? Eventually I can bring my piano in here. Do I even remember any songs? I haven't played this in so long. My nails are very long. It's been so long. What do I remember? Let's fall in love for the night. Wait. Riptide? Wait, I bet I remember it. Someone just give me the chords. I don't know where the pics are at. Acid rain! I was scared of dentists and... What is it? Is it G? The dot? Wait, does that sound right? I just hear Maple Story music! Is this tuned? Yes. I love Maple Story. When Maple Story? When is Maple Story? Maple Story. Maple Story. When I play it, when is Maple Story Classic next on? Hey, Pompa, thank you so much for the 2 berries. It's not Christmas, but you definitely have cake. Thank you, Chest. Now, what does that mean? I think you show me your butthole. Thank you for the 6 millennials. This is the ASMR content I signed up for. Pat, should I do more ASMR stuff? I've never seen you as ADHD brain as today, but gotta say it's pretty cute. Are you sure about that? Are you sure about that? Oh gosh. What if my channel gets striked for ASMR? Wait, didn't Sheena recently get striked for ASMR? Isn't it risky? Hakuna Matata. Mari did ASMR? Oh, she got struck for not for ASMR, but for what then? But for what? I've been begging YouTube to strike you. What are you, real Larion? Netanyahu's gone. You can't strike me. You'll never find me. You'll never get me. Probably regretful words later when I do get striked. But that's why PhaseCon is still happening. If you make sakana sauce, you're getting taken the fuck down. I'll have you know I fucking trained in guerrilla warfare. You just need to watch one scene on ASMR for 10 minutes and you'll understand. I haven't watched a Shinon stream in a while, but I think it's cute when she giggles. She does like the whole like and I just think like, this is awesome. This is awesome. More, please. Krav Maga? Am I even saying that right? Is anyone here trained in Krav Maga? Go, man. I just stubbed my toe. Ayo. You training Gun Fu? My name's Ember and I have a Glock. I like when she says Nano yo, you know. Nano yo, you know. Nano yo yo. Not Nano yo yo. Ooh. Ooh. Ah. Hey. Oh. When your legs don't work like they used to before. Oh! Yeah. Blit, 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 blim. Blit, blit, blim. Ember, I hope the most sad VTuber agency is scouting Do they even know of my existence? Scouting for what? What's the requirements? My credentials is either extreme loyalty or none at all. Pick your poison. Flip the coin. And that's not how you spell mustard. To eat my bread. Gluten-free. Gluten-free. Don't Eber, they're gonna says it my auspicious nose. If I had a... Nope. Nope, if I... don't. Okay. I did a good job. I've reined myself back in. Let's just say I... Nope, don't. Shh, Ember. Honestly, what's the problem with like those kind of jokes and all that stuff anyways? It doesn't seem that bad to me. What's so bad about being rich? I speak. Anyways, I'm very excited. I have to look at the time for when a certain item drops, because that's when the One Piece mugs drop, and I really hope I can get them. I really hope I can get them. Listen, there isn't a problem. It's just people who pretend to care. So anyways, chat, I now give you the pass to call me a... Come, baby. I did not win the lottery for the Annie set. Did you? Did anybody here win the One Piece lottery for the anniversary set? Oh, why doesn't FaceCon accept gifts anymore? I specifically remember, though, that all of my friends got a perfume from this one viewer. But they didn't give me a perfume. And, like, nothing against them. They probably, like, don't watch me and stuff. But literally all of my friends. I don't even like said perfume. But in that moment... I had a myriad of thoughts. I had a myriad of thoughts. I was like, maybe I'm the only non-stinky one. Maybe they don't know. Maybe they don't know I exist. Maybe... Did I complete any of those thoughts? No, not quite. I had a thought, and then it was gone. I don't think jealousy was the right feeling. I felt left out for an experience I realized I didn't even want. So what is the word for that? What is the word for that? FOMO, I guess. But it was like an experience that I didn't even want. Left out. I guess left out. There is this fear that I have with PhaseCon And maybe it's because my expectations are low, but even at a convention like PhaseCon, I can't help but feel like there won't be like any artist merch or anything like that of me. And rather than like, you know, me personally feeling bad, I would feel worse about like if any kindlings go to PhaseCon and hope to find like Ember merch somewhere at a literal Phase convention. I just feel like there won't be any other than like maybe official merch. Oh yes, CarrierCon was not PhaseCon. That's a different thing. Faux blow. I actually really like the racer outfit. But yeah, it's I just have this fear like, ooh. It's nothing to, you know, not the end of the world or anything, of course. Like, of course it ain't the end of the world. But I feel like for me, maybe it's a reflection that, you know, I need to work harder so I can be more popular. So that, you know, for stuff like that, it would, in a way, if it even makes sense, be like my popularity giving back to you guys, you know? Like, oh, I'm so proud that this is my Oshi. She's popular enough to have merch of her and stuff like that. Fingers crossed, but not the end all be all. But whether it is or isn't, I just wanted to let you guys know. I hope you're not disappointed if there's like no fan-made Ember merch or anything like that. But there will be stuff at the Phase booth. Pa-dan! Da-dan-da-dan! Even if there isn't, there will still be kindlings. Oh, that's so sweet! And I hope I'm good enough for you guys. I hope I'm good enough for you guys. But yeah, I hope that sentiment was expressed more eloquently than I had hoped. I'm not always the greatest with my words, but I hope the feeling came through with what I wanted to express. Don't take it the wrong way. I don't ever feel like, you know, I deserve more, or that I, you know, need or a certain thing. Distracted by what? What color are my eyes? Oh, thank you. Yeah, basically, I don't want to sound entitled for having any like feelings or thoughts about something. But at the same time, maybe my greed is sickening. You're silly, Mr. Simile. Oh my god, I haven't seen the word simile used in such a long time. I have eyes. And you are a bird? A burb? Or just bird-brained? Never apologize for having 84K. I don't see things in ADHD anymore. I see things in 84K now. Thank you for the berries, Kyono Ebiro Oji-san. Can't look at your eyes, can only look down there. I'm sorry for being so short. If you look at the top of my scalp, I will burn and explode on the spot. I'm just letting you know. If you're tall enough to look at the top of my scalp, my third eye will open and beam a laser into yours. Thank you, Mr. Simile. Thanks for joining my membership. Sorry, what is your picture? Kind of reminds me of like a Maple Story creature of some sort. Elephant, thank you for 5 millennia. I love you, Ember. Gosh, freaking Turner. Holy heck, please understand the onegaishimasu. I love you more. I love you more. Onegaishimasu. Arigatou ni please It has a beautiful pair of eyes. Yeah. Thank you. Why do I have an eye on top of my head? To look at you looking at me in my weakest point. Which is the top of my head. Top of my head looks ridiculous. Dolphin! Thank you for 12 millennia!
$20. Ember, you're amazing and more than good enough for all of us. I'm more than happy just to be there for you.
Prove it by shaving your head. I'm just kidding. Actually... Why is she so evil today? Why is she extra evil today? Thank you for the 20 doubloonies. And thank you, Stannis Enzo. I'll look at you from above so I can see how Moses has split your... How Moses has split my head in two? Bruh. What are you trying to say by that? You trying to say my hairline is the Red Sea? Excuse you? What do you mean by that? You're trying to say my hairline is so wide. You're about to lead 2 million people across the Red Sea. That is my head. This is the safe space for real. That my stream is not a safe space for me, clearly. This is why you have Dolphy as your picture. You are evil. Thank you, Hazel, for 14 millennia. No, Hazel. Let your hair go. Stop that. Stop that. You are not Moses parting the Red Sea. Stop that. This is not the promised land. I'm leading you guys to Tartarus. Chat, the Exodus will happen, except I'm leading you into Tartarus. But the prophecy said, what? What did the prophecy say? Customer Johnson, thank you for the 5 berries. Hair gap so wide, not even Spider-Man can pull them together. You know what? Spider-Man is now developing organic webbing. Spider-Man is going through a biological change. My hairline can go through the same change, and maybe I will come out better for it. Look at the top of my head. It's ridiculously fine, okay? What voice crack? What do you mean? What voice crack? I'm not going through puberty for a 14th time. Stop that. I'm not gonna make it. I'm not gonna last. Wait, what do you mean he already has organic webbing though? Wait. I don't think I want to know more Spider-Man lore after this. I'm a little scared now. You'll start working on the Chinese mechanical womb. Well, let's Google the process. Let's Google. Chinese researchers are developing an AI-powered pregnancy robot to gestate human fetuses for up to 10 months, intended for potential 2026 application. It aims to assist with infertility and declining birth rates by offering a potentially cheaper alternative to human surrogacy. Sparking significant ethical debate. Clanker baby. Give me the clanker baby. I want a clanker baby. Don't worry, Ember. You're a perfectly average size for a VTuber. What do you mean by that, Valen? What do you mean? I'm sorry. What's big and what's small? Thank you for 8 millennials. And thank you, Silas, for 32 millennials. I was about to contribute to Be Nice to Ember Hour, but I think I missed the boat on that. It's okay. I still think you're neat. every hour could be Nice to Ember Hour. Pranktron 9000. Go to our balding. You might get some sympathy there. Chat, I'm not balding. Chat, where is this? Bald bear happened a while ago. Chat, I'm not balding. My cat? Meow meow. Meow meow. Not balding, already bald. Alright. Alright, you're wrong for that. I am going to take your life force and use you as the first to experience this mechanical womb. You will be pregnant. Kisses my bald spot. What? I'm not bald. Forehead's so big, Google labeled it a continent. Whatever. Whatever. What is a continent anyways? Whatever. I bet you don't even know what a continent is. I bet you don't even know what a continent is. Thank you, Hero. Oh my gosh, thank you so much, Hero, for the 5 berries. I'll buy some Jorbs for Ember's and Kindling's good fortune. Will it help? Will you burn one? Will you time-lapse video? Would you do a time-lapse video of you burning a Jorb? Thank you, Enzo, for the 10 doubloonies. Ember, the type of girl to drop a perfect arigato gozaimasu at the Latino waitress in a Korean restaurant. No, I would say arigato gozaimasu, chingu. Por favor. At the Latina waitress.
Ha 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 lol.
Ha ha.
Even. Way asterisk points at you asterisk LOOOOOOOOOOOOL.
Arigato gozaimasu, chingu. Kenchana. That sounds like a slur. No. The slur would actually be me giving you the pass to then say the word. Nope. If I speak. Ella está loca. No mames, way.
Biherit sa lungguhit Benes tip $20. A man looks at the loaves of bread a childless TCG autist woman made and goes, wife. Wife now.
Oh my god, that's the first time I felt embarrassed today. Stop. Stop. That's the most embarrassed I felt today. Thank you for the $20. A man looks at the loaves of bread a childless TCG autist woman made and goes, wife. Wife now. That's a big womp womp right there. That's a big, like, look at yourself in the mirror, Ember, and look at your reality. You're no better than anything or anyone else. You just have your sourdough bread. Hey, but that bread was pretty good, okay? You want a piece of this bread. I know you do. You want a piece of this bread. Chingu already sounds slurrier than whatever you're probably gonna say, but that's how you say friend in Korean. I shuddered in disgust when she spoke those words. But Chingu, but Nakama, Lego Hunter, thank you so much for the 25 HK berries. Ember's bald spot can probably bounce off a orbit laser from a super destroyer. Sorry, please don't set me on fire. I hope that laser bounces right back to your coordinates exactly. It's going to go out of orbit and back into orbit, and it's going to find you specifically. Yes, it tasted good. It's very good. This one was our fluffiest bake yet. Our fluffiest bake. Any song request? I'm gonna parry everything with my bald spot. No, I'm a slutty dodge roller, okay? I'm not a parrier unless I am forced to parry by game design and mechanics alone. If I had the option to be a filthy dodge roller for life, I would. This is so sad. Ember sing Despacito. Oh my god, that sounded terrible. Hello there, Nayathinen. Is this heaven? Welcome, you've reached the gates of heaven. Now I will play for you a song. Any song request? Hairline so cooked, not even flex tape can fix it. I should have never put any attention to it. This is a lie. Propaganda even. Why is the propaganda machine running against me? I thought I paid it not to. I have a perfectly fine hairline. I'm not balding. No, it is not parting like the Red Sea. And chat is lying. Chat is lying. Baby, you're all that I want. When you're lying here in my arms. Baby, can't you see? I'm balding. Should wear a warning. It's dangerous. Stop! Vegeta's hairline is normal. He just has a widow's peak. What's with the 10 bottles of minoxidil right next to your keyboard? You only know what minoxidil is because you're balding too, okay? I mean, you only know what minoxidil is because you're balding. Maybe behind my bangs is a widow peak. A widow's peak. Maybe I have the Vegeta hairline. 10 out of 10 self-projecting. Whatever, man. Go back to taking your DHT blockers. Whatever, man. Go back to... There's probably a subreddit where they talk about their bald heads. If kitchen cells exist, there's definitely bald cells or something. Bro, can't hold on anymore. I'm about to lose it all. And by lose it all, I mean my hair. I'm gonna shave my head right now. r/bald cell. Ooh. Receipt this, bitch. And then they just shave off their head. Man, Vegeta's McDonald's arches is not a normal hairline. Tell that to my mother. I'm not bald. I'm not bald. What has been my latest obsession? Sourdough. Our bald is very wholesome. Of course there's a bald subreddit. I bet it is wholesome. I bet they're gonna be like, dude, you look so good bald. They'll be like, dude, you look so good bald. Bald? Bald? If you're not bald, then why are you getting so hung up on it? I worry. It's about the imagery that we put into the world. I realize that, you know, VTubers can simply lie about whatever they want. And sometimes, like 99% of the time, I feel like chat will just eat it up. So maybe in the near future, you're gonna have to differentiate if I do have a scuba diving license or not, if I have parkoured off a 30-foot building, or maybe I might have torn my Achilles. Maybe I tore my Achilles doing a crazy stunt on my wheelchair. Pick one! How little do you think of us? I think highly of you guys. I cannot just say the same for every other chat, okay, out there. But I would like to think highly of you guys. False, false, and false. Those all require you to go outside. Excuse me? Excuse me? But I realize sometimes people just believe what they're told, you know? And that doesn't apply to just VTubing. That's kind of, in my opinion, one of the secrets to getting, you know, a job or just getting in, like, somebody's good graces and stuff like that. People will tend to believe what you tell them. I'm a bit shy to ask this. Are you on meds? Oh, definitely not today, honey bear. Can you tell? Can you tell? Thank you for the super chat. Why? Am I jumping from topic to topic? Yeah, hair loss meds. Garlic! Garlic, I'm about to cook you. Chopped, minced, paste, frozen.
Ember's bald spot tip $20. Shine bright like a diamond.
I don't even have words to say to that. You got me. I don't even have a witty comeback or anything to say in response to that. Who did that? Take that back right now. Fess up. Fess up. I'm yoinking those 20 doubloonies and I'm not giving them back. Why would you do psychic damage to me like that? Fess up. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it was you, Abby. You're also the same one who recommended Surstromig or whatever. That feel when Eber never threatened to eat you. Why even live, bro? Bro, how big do you think I am? How big of a girl do you think I am? Pippa loved the Surstromig last time she tried it on a stream. Did she actually? Or are you lying to me? I think my whole room would smell like fish. I do. I remember... Listen, I might have bad memories sometimes, but I generally remember most of my chatters. If you visited me at least like a handful of times. I'll even sometimes remember people who have visited me only like once or twice. I don't know. Sometimes stuff just sticks to my brain. My whole other building? My whole building? Of what? Me? Building size? What am I, a kaiju? Oh my god, my dream. Oh my god, my dream. Warboard, thank you for 3 millennia. Hi, Eber, what's yapping? I'm yapping. Hi, yapping. How are you? Stop remembering. Would you remember me? I mean, I did say hello to you today. Sometimes I'm like a sleeper cell agent. Apparently that's what ADHD is. Like, I don't fully forget certain things, but it's pocketed away in a separate dimension until you use code words to summon that memory out of my mind. And suddenly you've activated me. I'll be like, chat, what was I talking about an hour ago? And then you guys will say like a word or two and suddenly I'm activated again. You just gotta say the right trigger words. Chat, she's scaring me. I'm not scaring you. My boobs are. Whoa. Whoa. Oh no. Big Ungus Longuses. Oh, jumping Junimo. How are you so hyper aware of everything? What do you mean by that? Sometimes I feel like I'm aware of nothing at all. Bet Gen 10 will be Ever's favorite Pokemon gen. Why Gen 10? My favorite so far is Gen 3. Hey, thank you, Ember. I've been activated. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hello, Kowloon, and thank you for the berries. Thank you so much for the 25 HK berries. Uh-oh, my ear is making a high-pitched noise. Uh-oh. Did you know that whenever you hear that high-pitched noise, it could mean that it's a sign that that you'll never hear that again? I don't know if that's a myth, but I heard about it years ago. Can anybody confirm nor deny this? Does anyone here have tinnitus? High frequency hearing loss is tinnitus. Something like that. People tend to lose hearing as they age or when they like hear loud noises and stuff. So if you go to concerts, I better see you with earbuds in. They have nice ones now where they look kind of stylish. Kyono Biroi Joyce Oishi-san, thank you so much for the berries. Why are they trying to escape? That sounds insane. That sounds insane. Bye, Starfish. Thanks for hanging out. Nice seeing you too. Sorry, can't hear you right now. Could you repeat that again? What? What? I said he's got chocolate. What? What? Oh, earbuds if you ride motorcycles? Interesting. Honestly, yeah, traffic gets quite loud. What? Say again? Earplugs to the Wish concert? Why? Because our singing wasn't... was our singing going to blast your eardrums? I'm just kidding. Will I spoil anything for you guys at PhaseCon? What do you want to know? What do you want to know? In a week, I'm going to Japan. Do what you will with that information. An audio guy on YouTube pointed out that there's a sad irony. By the time you can comfortably afford really nice audio equipment, your hearing is buggered because you're old. Stop! What is considered nice? Like $200 headphones? Will there be a ball pit? I would hope so. Will there be injuries at the ball pit? I also would hope so. It doesn't have to be more than one. It just has to be one real good, real big, notable injury. That's entry level? $200? Huh? Excuse me? What? Alright, well, clearly audio equipment is freaking expensive. Well, actually, my streaming like mic and interface setup is expensive. Because once you get a mic, then you need an interface to be able to support the mic. And then you gotta buy the cables. And the nicer cables are like $40. Because I kept running through the cheaper cables. And they would never last me. They would basically die within a year. So I'd get a new one and a new one. And when I finally bought these gold cables, which are like 40-something bucks. And like the preamp stuff. This one's actually lasting me for quite some time. And it sounds nice too. There's not as much like... I didn't know cables would make such a huge difference, but a lot of the static noise is reduced with more quality cables. Studio grade Yamahas since your early 20s? I bet those things are double the price now. My old Sennheisers, I've just ripperonied. Bam bam bam. Oh, they're not too bad. I had a Makomi gold cable. I thought they were overpriced too, but once I finally got one, it made like a world of difference for my setup. Like a notable difference. A lot less noise. My cables too were going to shit every 6 months. I got sick of buying them over and over again. Analog, it matters. Digital, it doesn't matter. Firmware version matters though. I love audio heads. What would I do without you? I think I've had my Sennheisers for like... Gosh. I think it's been almost 10 years now? Been almost 10 years, yeah. The audios. I think right now though, where my stream audio is at sounds pretty good. After VTubing whatever, move over to vlogging or IRL streams. I don't ever want to be perceived IRL. Honestly, I would love to just have a little craft shop. Maybe, you know, sell baked goods or like arts and crafts. Maybe make I don't know how far work will go regarding like design or like modules and stuff. So maybe something like that. Maybe I'm like 70 and still VTubing, you know? What would you like your Oshi to do after VTubing? Because I feel like before I dissipate, you guys are gonna leave first. I don't know. You're gonna come by every couple of months or every year and be like, "Hey Ember, just got this big promotion. Anyways, my mom died and I'm married now and I have 3 kids." And I'm like, And I haven't aged a day since we met. Wait, knock on wood. That's actually kind of sad. Chat is aging too, so no, chat. Okay, well, chat, you're gonna have to upload yourselves into a virtual space, like Sword Art Online. Mature Eber model? Back in my day, I was a fine specimen. You know, me and my girls, we used to hang out in this game called Minecraft. Oh my gosh. No, I'm getting old, Ember. Don't say that. You guys are immortal. Immortal forever. Good morning, Unagi Watanabe. You have a good nap? Have any dreams? Ba 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 bum bum. Let's get you back to bed, Obasan. It's okay, maybe I'll be replaced by my very own AI version of myself. There goes Grandma yapping away again about her virtual block game. The flow of time is a fickle mistress. Fight it at your own peril. Chat getting philosophical. No, we want the real deal. You don't want this granny put. My bad. The granny put. you. Yeah, we do. What? Say what now? What do you mean so fresh? That it's not fresh. It is not fresh. Purr. Oh my god. No, not the grandpa. No, don't test me. No. Oh. Stop, chat. Stop. Y'all are sick, nasty. I mean, sick and nasty. Y'all are sick and nasty. Season like Cass died. What the hell are you guys talking about? You don't want to know. You don't want to know. You don't know what I'm into. I don't want to know. Chat reflects the streamer. Okay. Okay. I've been saying okay in that ugly way, increasingly more and more ugly. Like my mom will say something and I'll be like, okay. And I think it's slowly being picked up by my peers. My cousin will say something and I'll just be like, eggy. Eggy. It is so ugly. Can you pass me the sugar? Eggy. Oh, you want to get food? Eggy. Uggy. Like, it evolved from being like, uggy to like, eggy. It's so ugly. The vocal fry is taking over. Okay, my final message. Catch the wild. The wrinklier the grape. The wrinklier the grape, the sweeter the fruit. What's that supposed to mean? I'm like a peach, I bruise easily. Wait a minute. You are foul. You are foul. Actually, who says old people can't, you know? I don't know. Well, I've never thought of or asked these questions, but I feel like I have a lot to Google after this stream. Old people. Once or twice I've heard retirement homes are extra freaky. Are retirement homes very active? Retirement homes can be surprisingly active, with over 70% of nursing home directors reporting issues related to resident activity. Don't be judgmental. Don't think about it. Don't think about it. Don't think about it. Don't think about it. Hear Jerusalem bells are ringing. Roman cavalry choirs are singing. Don't. My imagination is too active. a good strum pattern for this. I hear Jerusalem bells are ringing, Roman cavalries, choirs are singing. Be my mirror, my sword is shield. The 84K is kicking in. I see in 4K. You know, that reminded me, this is awful. But I feel like this is a safe space to tell chat about this. So, you know, as an anime girl, I have pretty large eyes. Anyways, when I was younger, I had a classmate, in a very Chinese time of their life. They were Chinese. But I looked at them and I kept staring at them because I had never in my life before seen someone who looked like that. So then I went up to them, and this was young Ember, and I was like, hey, I have a question. And they were like, yeah? And I was like, dude, like, I basically asked them if they see in widescreen. I asked them if they see wider. And they were like, what? And I said, well, because your eyes are smaller and wider. So can you see wider? And then they were like, oh, I don't know. Maybe I can. And so then we were sitting there and I was like, okay, how far on the left can you see here? I'm going to put my finger here. And how far on the right can you see? Can you see wider than me? So we were sitting there like trying to figure out how wide our vision is. Which, you know, as kids, it's just very innocent and wholesome, but like looking back, and we were holding our fingers up to like the width of our vision, and we'd be like, okay, stare straight, and be like, okay, right here. Kids are just curious. Looking back, that's so funny. What was the answer? I think we were convincing ourselves that he could see wider. Because I'd be like, oh my gosh, I think you can see a little bit wider because my vision only goes to here and here. That's your superpower. You see in widescreen. Kids just want to know. That's all. Okay, though, I feel like kids are a little too honest sometimes. Sometimes kids just ask the darndest things. Oh, speaking of IMAX, oh my gosh, has anyone seen the movie, the latest one that came out based off the books with Ryan Gosling called Project Hail Mary? I heard it was good. I have the books. Is it good? I want to watch it because I read the books. You saw it? Is it good? Is it good? You're leaving to see that with a friend in 10 minutes. Oh my gosh, wait. I should take myself to the movie theater. Is there show times? I love going to the movies. Just like... Okay, the worst part is... The worst part is scary trailers. Because I'm very terrified of stuff all the time. I go to Weenie Hat Jr. Ember, you can't just ask people if they see in widescreen. I didn't exactly ask if he saw in widescreen. I just asked if he saw if he had wider vision because his eyes were small. Thank you, Pop Tart King, for the 5 berries. She asked what resolution they play on IRL. I'm playing in 1920 by 1080. You're playing in 480p. I'm just kidding. Thank you, Kodar, for 5 millennia together. Happy to have you. You should stream without your meds more. You're all over the place, and I'm here for it all. Is it really that bad? Sometimes when I don't take my meds, I get like pretty bad headaches, and then I jump from one thought to another, and then the other thought to another, and all that. Thank you, Zen. Thank you for the 5 berries. Why? It's incredibly obvious this time. I think I'm just happy to talk to you guys. I think. Maybe that's what... Wow. Operative Nuke, thank you so much for joining my membership. Good to see you again. And Kyono Biroji-san, gotta go to work soon. No! Have a good rest of your day. Thank you so much for the berries. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for all the laughs. I hope you have a great day at work. Have a good one, Mbuga-sama. Yes, I will see you next time for the big #1 Mbuga. Thank you, Pabnamati. Hello, Eber. If Dizzy had to fight like 3 big girls, would you jump in to help? If Dizzy had to fight 3 big girls, all she needs is 1 bigger girl, aka me. To push! Push! Pow! Actually, Dizzy's kind of like my mini attack dog. Like, I would actually be more likely to sick Dizzy on somebody first. Dizzy is more likely to attack first. But if it really comes down to it, I will sit on them. I will. Thank you so much for the 5 berries, Fabulous. I was actually thinking about doing kickboxing or MMA. Because I've been feeling weak lately. And, I was racking up, like, pretty fast numbers to try and get on, like, the powerlifting board at my gym. But then I've just been dancing, so now my strength dropped by, like, 10-15 pounds. But yeah, I've mentioned the theater thing recently. I want to go see the movie, but... it's still a weekday. I still have a Gunnar arm going on. Actually, less so now. Let me see. It's getting a lot better now. My Gunnar arm is starting to even out. Boop, 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 boop. Oh, I still have muscle. There's still a baby lump of muscle. Nature is healing. My Gunnar arm is disappearing. Yeah, next time you guys go to the movie theaters, you should take out popcorn and dip it in cheese. A side of cheese. And dip your popcorn in it. It's quite good. It's very, very good. You should try it. Or you should just drench your popcorn in butter. That works too. How many calories is in a movie theater popcorn? I want popcorn now. Over 1,000 in a large tub? That's not bad. It's freaking butter, baby. Cheese caramel. I like my popcorn just savory. Savory. Medium. Macaroni and cheese. Needs more macaroni. Needs more cheese. Needs more macaroni. The gooning numbers don't fall, but the gooner arm gets balanced each day. Needs more macaroni. Sorry. Funny enough, doing an MMA fight soon. I'd kill for an hamburger. You are, Warbar? You must be training real hard. Have you ever been knocked out, though? That scares me. It scares me for you. Never underestimate thine opponent. And always be one step ahead of them. Very cool, accurate Scottish accent. Is it actually? Is it actually? I think you're memeing. No macaroni? Disgusting? It's more cheese! Phase MMA event when? Phase boxing event? Oh my god. Put me in, coach! Put me in! Put me in, coach! I would love it. I would love to get physical. You should put me in the rink with a random manager. And depending on my mood, I will sit there and take punches and be a good girl. Or I'm going push, push, push. You just saw the worst injury you've ever seen on the NBA. Who? What? What happened? Tell me more. Tell me more. How's the showdown reward coming on? Oh yeah, Phase Showdown. So it was only recently that we got started on the Phase Showdown award, but I'm glad it wasn't forgotten about anymore. So very excitedly, we have the rigged controller asset coming up soon. The Idol Showdown winner reward is finally being cooked up. You know, the funny thing is, the whole time I just figured it was forgotten about, or that maybe there was no reward. I at some point convinced myself that there was no reward. Not gonna lie, I legit thought they forgot because it did. But it's only after I mentioned it and it was brought up again at a meeting that it was like because I mentioned it to Dizzy. I was like, was there even a reward for Phase Showdown? And she was like, there was supposed to be. You didn't get it yet? And I was like, no. So then the next meeting we brought it up and then it was like, ah, yeah, that. We'll get right to it. Knee inverted. Actually, I don't know who Moses Moody is. You're gonna have to tell me the mascot. Rawr. To me, basketball is like the mascots and the different colors. So I'm like, oh my gosh, is that the one with the Yif Yif wolves, or is that the one with the little bee, the hornet? Is that the one with this color? This one has cool jerseys. I like it. This one, I don't like their playstyle because they seem kind of like they foul bait. Did I get my Luffy basketball card? No. Yeah, it's been like almost 2 years since the Phase Idol Showdown thing. Oh, the Warriors. See, to me, I just think that's the Steph Curry team. But Steph Curry is like injured. He's not even playing, right? Oh, Spurs is full of sweeties. Wembanyama. I just learned about him not too long ago because I just started watching NBA stuff because Dizzy likes NBA, so she was teaching me about it. And I was just like, oh my gosh, he is so sweet. He's such a like kid because he's only like, what, 21, 22? But he's so polite and I like that. But then I watched other games and I'm like, why is this player pushing this player around? That's ridiculous. I think the Spurs is full of really sweet, interesting rookies, and I like them because I watched this other game. I sound like such a freaking airheaded bimbo talking about basketball, but that's how you're gonna like it, okay? That's how you're gonna enjoy basketball from me. Well, I like the Spurs because at this other game, their away game, I was wondering why the audience had a bunch of green inflatable aliens. And it was the most hilarious thing ever. Because imagine... imagine freaking... like 30 people with these, right? And it's for Wembanyama because he's like so tall. They consider him like an alien. Or like Area 51, because Stefan Castle, Wemby, their numbers make a 5 and a 1. Like Area 51. Anyways, I thought that was adorable. So I was like, I like that team. College ball is better to watch. I think it depends on the team. But March Madness is happening right now. And I saw this highlight reel over it. And there are some insane buzzer beater stuff. So, I mean, I watched more football growing up, but lately NBA stuff has been more interesting because it's March Madness time. But yeah, this alien thing is so adorable. It is so cute. And then I found out about like Kevin Durant and how nobody likes him, which I feel kind of bad for the guy, but not bad at the same time because he kind of feels like a Twitter schizo, and I think that's kind of hilarious. Like, man was caught basically on his own alt account responding to haters. Which, like, that's really... That's kind of insane. And then man was caught trash talking his own teammates. Which is also hilarious to me. Because that's so much drama in a game where everybody just handles balls. And then I found out that like LeBron still plays, but I thought he was like freaking old. So I guess his body is like machine or something. I don't know. That's not how like an almost 50-year-old man would move, you know? One of his teammates he was talking about idolizes him publicly. No! That's so sad. Never meet your idols, you know? The saying, never meet your idols. Having used Twitter for a while, I must sadly say this seems like normal Twitter user behavior. Yeah, Twitter is full of, feels like I'm like scavenging through dookie water. And sometimes I'll get something funny, and then sometimes I go down a rabbit hole and it's filled with weird AI videos. Ember, what if I want to meet and greet you? Then yes, please do. I'm not a celebrity by any means. That's different. I'm not a hero. Heroes never die. I'm not a hero. Any motorsports category I'd like to follow? Motorsports, like F1 stuff? Sometimes I'll watch, you know, the big races. The big races. But... And then I've watched like a documentary over F1. And how like the system works and stuff like that. But it was hard to keep up with because I had no prior knowledge. Hello, drifters! Hello, sideways! Thank you for 32 millennials! I asked out Sandwich Shop Cutie today and got not a no vibe, so we'll see, I guess. What? What? Did you give her your number? I read somewhere where apparently when you're asking someone out, it's easier for them to... For you... to give them your number so that they have the option of like messaging you or not in case they feel put on the spot. I don't know. Hi Ice Bees, how you doing? You're gonna go say hi, Omer. I hope it's really good. Have fun. Eat lots of popcorn, please. Extra butter. Extra butter. Extra butter. Good luck, and yeah, give them your number to set the ball in their court. This person knows ball. Please don't eat me. It depends. How tasty are you? What are your macros like? What's your nutrient distribution? Couldn't they just throw the number away later? They could, and that's why the ball is in their court. If they throw away the number and never message you, they weren't interested. But if they message you, then they were. It's a lot less awkward than being like, can I get your number? And really pushy about it. And like some people don't know how to say no, so they'll give you a fake number, or they'll just give you their number, and then like you guys have a small talk, I don't know, conversation or something. Ma, gotta run to the store. Can I have Kit Kat, please? Talking from experience, I don't really go outside much. And usually if people approach me, it's for directions. I guess I have a friendly face. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 ba-dum, bum. A Kit Kat. Actually, one time when my hair was super short, I was mistaken. Okay, I was wearing like short denim shorts, right? But I was mistaken for a boy. Disclaimer, I don't look like a boy. I'm a cutie pie. But from the back, as I was grabbing stuff from my trunk, this lady says something, and then I respond without like fully turning around, and she goes, "Thank you, sir." And I just remember pausing with like my backpack, so the trunk of my car open, looking at my outfit, and it's just like a t-shirt that I had jean shorts on, like denim shorts from the back. And my hair was very short, but still. Thank you, sir. I just figured sometimes people just accidentally say sir or ma'am in random situations, okay? But that wasn't even a tomboy fit. I had shorts on. I'm sure you guys have accidentally called your teacher sir or miss or ma'am or mommy. Or mommy. A lady called you ma'am while you sported a mustache. See, it happens to the best of us. Tomboy Ember is real. It's confirmed. Let's go. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. You know guys wear shorts, right? But yeah, you know what? Guys should wear shorter shorts. Guys should wear shorter shorts. Shorter. Make it shorter. I have you. Mommy, sorry. Oh, thank you for the 5 berries. Tomboy Ember and Garu Ember in the same week. I don't know, chat. Tell me a story where you've been approached. Where you've been hit on by somebody. Tell me. Did they call you sir or ma'am? Speedos? Okay, I'm so proud of you, Sunny. You got the freaking memo before I even needed to mention Speedos. Thank you for the 5 berries, Silver. You're the hunter! Don't say that so proudly. Actually, you can. I mean, it is more common for dudes to approach girls. It's like way more common, so don't feel like bad at all. There's plenty of girls who have never been hit on either, and plenty of dudes who have never been hit on. It's much more common for a dude to approach a girl anyways. Traditionally speaking. How many dudes approached me? Does it count that if in kindergarten the little kid me and a random little boy asked to marry me? Okay, the thing is, all throughout school, I think for the most part was not approached by anybody. But then like later on down the line, I would find out from a friend of a friend, or I'd find out later that so-and-so had a crush on you. So-and-so liked you actually. Or they would be like, hey, I always thought you were cute. Blah, blah, blah. And all I could think was, I thought we were friends! Yeah! So, yeah, that's that. To me, it's like, if you really liked me, you didn't like me enough because you, throughout school, you didn't even have the gal to approach me. I thought we were just friends, man. What the hell? I'm betrayed. And it's just like, why am I finding this out years later? But to be fair, I am a hater of friends to lovers trope. I don't like it. It's my least favorite trope. In a dating sim game, I would never go for the friends to lovers route with that girl. I'm like, no, get out of my face, childhood friend. I have my sight on this somebody new. Childhood friend route. Enemies to lovers, wonderful. Friends to lovers, get that out of here. Boring. Snoozer fest. Some people only go friends to lovers, and I get it. It's comforting. Me, I want enemies to lovers. I want star-crossed lovers. I want high stakes. I don't care about, oh, your neighbor from your childhood. No. I want, you are a princess of another political nation, and I belong to this nation, and we cannot marry because our nations are at war with each other. Exactly. Listen. Okay, I'm not sorry. But if you like friends to lovers, nothing wrong with that. A lot of people love comfort. They love the slow burn. But let me tell you something better. You can have slow burn with enemies to lovers. You can have slow burn with enemies to lovers. Think about the relationship that was never supposed to happen. And then, oh my god, it's happening because you're slowly interacting. You're supposed to hate each other, but you're slowly interacting with each other more and more. And it's awesome. We all know the first rule of anime is that the childhood friend always loses. Okay, give me an example where the childhood friend does not lose. What's an example of an anime where the childhood friend does not lose? Enemies to lovers is just bully apologism trash. No, red beans. I mean, sometimes yes, but sometimes it's respectful enemies to lovers. Sometimes it's not even quite the fact that they're direct enemies, but that their setting pits them against each other, puts them in a high-stakes, dramatic environment. Okay, to be fair, what all of this alludes to is that I like angst. Okay? I like it. I cannot help it. I like it when the person dies. I like it as sadness. I like the feeling of pain. It makes me feel alive. But not in real life, but like, you know, like angst and like all the sad stuff and like it's so definitely woman moment. What is, you know, pain without love, and what's love without pain? You wanted to get to know a coworker to see if we clicked, but she never reciprocated any form of chatting. Sometimes breaking the ice with people is the hardest. I actually think for me, making friends is really hard because I am that type of person where it's kind of hard. Like, I'm warm and super friendly, but getting past the initial like pleasantries is hard. So now I just say, hey man, are you beep beep? I'm just kidding. Yeah, I don't know. I get like, I watch people break that barrier with like other friendships and people that they've just met, and I think it's such an amazing ability. Like, how can someone be so warm and so, you know, like, just because you're honest and open doesn't necessarily make you easy to become close to, if that makes sense. That's how I feel. I feel like I love the idea of someone like wanting to be friends with someone and someone wanting to be friends with me, and I tend to be very like honest and open, but that's not necessarily the answer for closeness either, you know? I don't know how to get past the initial barrier to where you start to like talk to each other more often, or like maybe it's, you know, I did read a thing where for women specifically, familiarity breeds comfort, comfort breeds closer friendships. So if you start to interact with someone little by little, more and more each day, maybe that's how female friendships form. And maybe that's my problem actually, because I'm the type where you can talk to me after a year and it'll be like we just talked yesterday, but then I forget it's not the same for other people. And so sometimes I forget to message back. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay, I am the problem. You see, Dizzy and I were so close because we just kept calling each other all the time. Like, we went from texting every day. We just went from texting to calling each other every day. The Invaders, we pretty much talk almost every single day. We message each other at least like once every 2 days, if not every day. So maybe in that case, that's how our familiarity grows and our closeness grows. See, I'm bad at messaging. But yeah, I'll act like we have just talked if you message me after like a month or two. But I gotta remember that not everyone's the same way. And familiarity breeds closeness. I don't know, chat. Don't you ever see someone who's like kind of like everyone kind of, they're kind of like the light in a room, or kind of like everyone surrounds them like moths to a flame. Some people just have that magnetic quality, and maybe it's because they're extroverts. I don't know. Are you so close that you two are mistaken to be a gay couple? Wife. Thank you, Customer Johnson, for the 5 berries. I believe one day you'll find your soulmate, Ember. Your top will find you soon. Wait, what does that mean? What does that mean? I'm waiting. Where are my children? You're just awkward? I don't know. I find awkward endearing. I'm always afraid of people feeling left out and stuff like that. So in like a group environment, if I see someone who's not getting as much attention or looks like they want to join in but they don't know how, I will hyper fixate on them and try to make them as comfortable as possible. And maybe that makes me, assuming I do it in a very normal socialized way, it comes off normal and friendly. Assuming I don't do it in a normal socialized way, it comes off overbearing and weird. Adopt an introvert. Except I also am an introvert. Yeah, like I'm always looking, you know how in a group people will always talk over each other, but you'll hear like that quiet person say something and it's either really funny or they just, you know, trying to say something but they can't speak over people. I'll like notice that and I'll just be like, oh, like, hey, what did you just say? Or like, oh, what did you say about this? To kind of like, you know, I'm definitely 100% an introvert, but I could mask as an ambivert in social settings. Then the extrovert steals the quiet person's joke. What do you mean? That's awful. when the quiet guy says something funny and then the extrovert guy repeats it and everyone's like, ah ha ha ha. Ah ha ha ha. Really? That happens? What do you mean it's so common? That sounds terrifying. And then she said this and everyone's like, ha 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 ha. You can't let that happen. Don't think of it as joke stealing, think of it as sharing. Oh, perspective is an amazing thing. What is that rat picture? Lemon tea. What's that rat picture? Never plagiarize jokes, always cite my references. Unfortunately, my references at this point, with my brain rotted mind, would be Skibbity Toilet and 6'7". I'm at that point. I am at that point. You've been there when you were younger? It's like when you play Cards Against Humanity and everybody laughs at the poop jokes, but no one laughs at your, you know, highbrow witty humor. So you feel like, man, is anybody else seeing this? Does anybody else get this? It happens because of status quo and hierarchy. The shy guy doesn't have status. Everything he says is lame by default. Does it apply? Okay, if someone's shy and quiet, but they're really funny, do they have status? Do they have aura then? Because anytime they say their one-liner, it's real good. Is that status? Is that aura? Poop jokes are universal? We simply don't do that as a unicorn. We simply don't experience that. Aura is in the eye of the beholder. True? True? You've had top tier Cards Against Humanity laughs, and your friend group said you weren't allowed to play anymore because you just win from knowing what the people want. Oh no, you're suffering from success! Oh no, you're too funny! Get a load of this! Being funny is popular / attractive? No! There's plenty of ugly comedians. That almost sounded like chlamydia. You're simply too funny. You're not allowed in here anymore. I'm sorry, but the truth hurts. What do you mean you made a girl cry playing Cards Against Humanity? How? What was so personal? Was there like a freaking card about Putin in there and she's just like, Putin's actually my great uncle. Okay, so watch who you're laughing at. What do you cry over in that game? Wrote her name on a blank card. Okay, that's fair. That would be really mean. It'd be like, who has the stinkiest stink? And it'd be like, Emily does! Ha 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 ha! Yeah, I would cry too. I'd be like, who do you think is the stinkiest stinker in this group right now? And it would be like, all the votes point to Ember! You'll never see me again! You need a hug? But you're a shark lover. You know, you shouldn't hug sharks. They have shark skin. You probably end up bleeding a lot. Doom, doom, doom. Have you guys ever felt a shark? They're basically covered in like these little scales, and it feels like sandpaper, like pokey sandpaper. They go in a certain direction where if you touch them, it's smooth a certain way. But if you touch them like the opposite direction, it's like touching a cheese grater. I got to touch shark skin in Japan because at the sushi place we were eating at, they brought out I think it's called an oroshi. Basically, it's a traditional grater that they use that's made out of shark skin, and that's what they use for grinding the fresh wasabi. Yeah. It's very interesting. No, I didn't try shark meat, but it was like a really small like shark skin grater, and like feeling it was like so interesting. That must have been great. Oh my god, Jarl. The smooth sharks meme? What is that? Do. But yeah, apparently the shark skin for grating wasabi gives it a better texture, flavor or something. I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. And I wonder if there's a specific kind of shark they use for the oroshi graters. But apparently the texture is ideal. Doo-doo. You blame Jaws for ruining shark reps? Sharks are not as dangerous as media portray. Dolphins are. Have y'all heard of Gerald the dolphin? Please, y'all. Have y'all heard of Gerald the dolphin? There's this viral story of a man who claimed he was kidnapped by dolphins, okay? And I don't know if it's been debunked or anything like that. But okay, basically, it's a Florida man who claimed he was kidnapped by a pod of dolphins, right? And he says they took him underwater and he was held for 3 days. And he says the leader of the dolphins was named Gerald. And he was tasked with building an underwater city with zoning and blueprints and everything. And he was only let go once dolphins were, quote, satisfied with his work, quote. And, you know, they say that he was found disoriented on the beach and he was just like sunburnt. And when they, there was like more info where they were like, yeah, when they checked him, when they did checks on his health and stuff like that, they found that in his lungs, there were traces of like something from the sea that's only possible like 40-50 feet below like the surface of the water, which indicates that he could have been like actually underwater, but he wasn't like, you know, he didn't have like lung damage or anything like that. And that he said that the dolphins would contact him again to continue his work on, I don't know, the civil engineering of Dolphin Atlantis. But yeah, that's the, it's, I'm pretty sure there's no way this is real, but like the thought that there's like dolphin overlords at the bottom of, you know, in the middle of the sea, kidnapping random humans to work on their sea city, and their dolphin overlord leader named Gerald is out there is so funny to me. Dude literally getting work experience in Atlantis for his CV, and you're laughing. You know what? You're right. You're right. You're right. What do we really know about the sea at the end of the day? Like, if you think about it, less than 5% of the ocean has been visually explored. Sure, we may have mapped around 20% with like the new tech that we have, but visually we've only seen less than 5%. So, what do we really know about the ocean? What does Gerald the dolphin know? Gerald the dolphin knows something that we don't. So long, and thanks for all the fish! We could build a Walmart in the Mariana Trench. Now, why would you bring Walmart down to the Mariana Trench? I'd like to explore my ocean. Oh my god. Not you with your little fat rabbit profile picture saying that it looks like it's screaming. I'm really good at making dolphin noises. I think I should be next to communicate. I've communicated through dolphin clicks and dolphin ease. Yep. Dolphins are mean. They are mean. They are quite mean, aren't they? Oh my gosh. I just realized I haven't made dinner yet. Is it my time to go? I have so much fun though. I had so much fun today. Please like, if you're a VOD watcher, leave a comment. I want to take this time out to say thank you so much for joining me today. I love spending time with ya. What's for dinner? I'm either heating up leftovers. Oh, I gotta grab the groceries so we can make sakana spaghetti this Friday. Tomorrow we have the coffee craft finale. So I will be on Coffee Craft. Feel free to watch from Jelly's POV or whoever's POV. And what else? Yeah, I think I want to cook. I'm gonna see if I want to cook on Thursday too. We'll see. I'm gonna get my setup ready. I kind of want to make something yummy on Thursday, like lemon bars. What you think? We could sit and just grate a bunch of lemons together, or zest a bunch of lemons together. Lemon bars would be good. I've never made them before. Thursday. Yes. Yeah. I have to pee and I gotta go make dinner. Thanks so much for joining me. And hello to all the new faces and the familiar ones. See you next time. Bye bye. And if you want to cook sakana spaghetti with me Friday, the ingredients are... I had it earlier. Well, I retweeted it, so check it out. Check it out if you have my Twitter. We can do it together. Together. Do you have a signature dish I cook? Not exactly. I have a couple of things I go to. Sometimes simple is best though. The recent lemon pasta I made was chef's kiss, so good. I think I will pass. No, you guys, please.
Swordflow tip $20. Thanks for the stream, Fire Girl. It's been fun. Always a pleasure to yap with ya.
Oh, thank you, Swordflow. Thank you so much for the 20 doubloonies. What's wrong, honey? You haven't touched your eggs in your spaghetti. Thank you, Ferrari Kid. Thank you so much for the 5 berries. I'm really happy to have you here. I'm glad you enjoyed the conversations. I'm glad you had fun. Lemon pasta is so simple. All I'm saying though is make sure you save some leftover pasta water and that you make an emulsion, or else your sauce will not be delicious and creamy. So you get your lemon juice, you get your lemon zest, whatever you want, chicken bouillon, whatever.
Silver tip $20.
Oh!
Thanks for the super fun yaps today. Bugya Lats. Fire Gun.
Thank you, Silver, for the 20 doubloonies. I bug you too. Thank you. Yeah, remember to break the spaghetti. And then, you know, grate your pecorino romano. I think pecorino romano is very yummy. Freshly grated is best, of course. And leave your butter cold. When it's time, you cut the heat and, you know, toss your pasta sauce with the butter, the pecorino, to help emulsify everything. I usually just keep whisking the sauce too, to just make sure like everything is correctly emulsified. The oil and fat are suspended. Leftover pasta water delicious by itself. True. Thank you again for the doubloonies. Some people break spaghetti colic. You'd be surprised. Okay, I must skedaddle now. Thank you for hanging out today. See you later, Gator. No wild crocodile. Peace out, Girl Scout. Don't wait for me, Big Trout. I'm just making stuff up at this point.